What's going on, everybody? This is a segment from the Nerdgasm Talk podcast. If you like podcasts, well, why don't you come join us as the crew gets silly and Philly while we sit to talk about the latest in comics, games, movies, and all things pop culture. You guys can listen to our whole show on all the podcasts apps. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys get your podcasts from. And make sure you guys also support the channel by subscribing to the Nerd Coalition Studios. And for the gaming needs, make sure you subscribe to Nerd Coalition Level Up. This is the Nerd Coalition. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And now, feel the Nerdgasm. Main event time.
Oh God, main event time.
Yeah, because
that's what I was waiting on. I need to hear the BS.
Okay, so you know what? Actually, you know what? I'll just wait till I get to it because we about to start the movie experience here, y'all, and we finally got to go out. And I'm actually glad Swag got to see because I thought he was going to wait. I would be the first one that's going to be in pain for this. But,
bro, it was. I'm not going to disclose my work stuff. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm about to say, fair enough. You don't owe these people nothing, okay?
I was about to self-snitch.
They'll say, yeah.
All right, now gonna relax.
Yeah, no, yeah, you ain't got to do that. But you know what? Well, we all went out to go see the latest movie in the Fast and Furious series, Fast X. Mm-hmm. Obviously, this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be part one of the finale of the Fast and Furious franchise.
The finale trilogy.
the finale trilogy, which they just ordered 2 weeks ago. So, sure, because I could tell by the way this movie was made, I was just like, okay, they thought it was a finale, but they really didn't. But I was like, okay, sure. Now, here's the thing. Me and Swag, believe it or not, don't do that much arguing over the Fast movies. It's just recently, I think Swag wants to be a slight troll, and he just like giving up. And he don't want to admit that.
No, 9 wasn't as bad as you made it.
Because
I'm sorry, what?
9 wasn't. I had fun with 9. Was the story stupid? Absolutely, but I don't go in these movies like
story stupid? Ludacris and Tyrese went to space.
Homeboys in outer space.
It was a matter of time. It was a matter of time.
And who helped you get to space?
Bow Wow.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, it wasn't Bow Wow. It was the smart
old town.
It was Prince of
the old outer space town, right?
It wasn't Bow Wow to help them. It was the country, the southern guy and the scientist guy, the engineer. Bow Wow was just there. Bow Wow was just there.
No, you don't get to write that one off.
No. So, but here's the thing, though, because we realized how ridiculous Fast 8 was. We went to the movies to see Fast 8 together. And I was
Fast 8 was a good time. I still remember that. It was 420. People thought we was
funny
high.
Because me and Swag was in the theater just laughing the whole movie. Everybody thought we was high. And I was like, this ain't happening. Now, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I went in the Fast 10. I said, I'm going to have an open mind here. I'm really going to have an open mind here. And I'm glad you said, listen, Q-Flow, you don't mind spoilers, do you?
Nope, not for this. Not for this.
So,
and I told y'all do a good job at doing spoiler reviews and not making me feel spoiled.
Okay.
Oh, dang. All right. Well, thanks.
No, that's a good thing. Y'all dead ass, I was about to say, like, y'all dead ass talk about the whole film. I'll go see it. And I'm like, was I really spoiled?
So, but this one we got to get to because right now Dom has a new threat on his hands, which is new. And
the Joker.
yeah. Saints Row Joker's in this joint. So
man was insane.
And I was like, so Jason Momoa,
I heard this man was incredible.
Yeah, Dante's here, and Dante's like, okay, because this movie, Vin Diesel was just like, well, we got to pull from the best one, right? So this was Dante is the son of the rich guy that they stole the vote from in Fast 5. You follow me, Q-Flow?
Yeah.
And he get knocked off the bridge in one of them cars because in Fast 5 it's just a random car, but Dante happens to be in that car, and now after he kills his father, he's ready to take out the family. Every member. It don't matter if it's women, child, kid, doesn't matter. He want to take them all out. He got to separate Dom from everybody, and that's it. So now Dom got this new throw in his hands. Can the family withstand that? So I'm going to talk about the good, the bad, and then the spoilers. And right now, starting off with the good, I thought Jason Momoa did an excellent job at playing something fresh in these fast movies.
Yep.
Because these fast movies villains, all they do is end up being, they just grunt at Vin Diesel for the movie and become family in the next movie. That's what they do in all these movies.
They said it in the film too.
Exactly. They make fun of it in the film, talking about all these antagonists. All they do is just sit there and enjoy the family, and they want to make one big ass family. Literally, ever since Fast, was it 4 or 5? Every antagonist has joined the family,
and they be getting barbecue without going to church.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they were making fun of it, but they were definitely like addressing it. They even addressed like all the people that are like, how did we get here? They explained that in the movie.
Yeah. So
I was like, clear.
So Jason Momoa's performance though, I thought, because it's like he is really doing. It's like everybody calls it Joker, right? But I'm probably gonna be different. Say he had Joker isms. It's like, yes, because probably was like, I want to see him play Joker. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't want to see Jason Momoa play.
I don't want to see him play. He was more Jim Carrey Riddler.
He has a, what's the word I'm looking for?
Flamboyancy.
There we go.
He's androgynous.
Androgynous type villain here. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's what he is. It's like, I mean,
he was like a Prince type boy?
In a way.
Yes.
Yeah, in a way, yes.
Yeah. Like, he'll come in there dressed in the same blouse, but he's still going to take your bitch.
There you go.
His fits were fresh. I don't care. His fits were fresh.
Exactly. I felt as though, I was like, this is something new. This ain't so muscle-bound dickhead and it's considered talking about stuff. I hate the family and I hate Dom. And I
killed my daddy.
Exactly. All these other bullshit. I'm like, okay, something different. And he's smart. Yep. He's very smart. To the point where I was like, the first thing he did when he went, to Cypher, I was like, oh, I love this whole thing because I want her to get her ass whooped. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He really hates Cypher.
I can't stand. She should have been dead 2 movies ago, but
Real quick, when you said you like that he's not a musclehead, I like that too because he can't fight.
Yes.
He really can't.
He cannot fight. And I'm okay with that.
And I'm okay. Cause I'm like, I'm gonna be down because Dom destroyed a whole parking garage with Jason Statham on there. I'm not beating that.
With a Timberland boot and a catchphrase.
I'm not beating that.
Not at all. The Earthbender.
Fake Black Air Force energy.
Exactly. I'm not doing that.
Here's the thing, right? You can say all you want that Cypher should have been going 2 movies ago. What does that matter in this franchise? Nobody dies.
Don't worry, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. But yeah, he has this flamboyant thing where it's like he always has a plan for the plan for the plan. Mm-hmm. And that's what you need with that. And I was like, okay, I exhale. Some different. And I'm like, I like what Jason Momoa is bringing to his character. Like I said, he has Joker-isms like when he laughs or when he does some extremely crazy shit. But in the most part, he's like this flamboyant villain who is like, you if you watch, he's like borderline gay. You would think, and it's like, but he is a dangerous individual. I like everything about that.
Yeah, I do too.
One of my favorite Fast movies is 7, and I will die on this hill when I said that's where they should have ended it because they had the perfect send off. Says they didn't. But in 7 has this level of crazy. I think Fast 10 dialed the craziness back to 7 than it did for 9. 9 was just too fucking ridiculous. Too fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, 9 was crazy.
9 was too fucking ridiculous. But 10 dialed it back to the level of Furious 7. I was like, it's crazy, but I can live with it.
But here's the story.
This felt more grounded.
Yeah, it felt more grounded. I was like,
that's the perfect way to describe it because I was trying to figure out the way.
Now there are some, there are some ungrounded moments like Vin Diesel flipping the car or John Cena add to adjusting this soldier to do 4 floors of a 2-story house, like that shit like that. But other than that, I was like, okay, this felt more grounded, so I appreciate that. Cause I was like, if you're really trying to make a finale series, you really can't put all your eggs in one basket. And when we got 2 more movies to do this.
Now there was definitely some moments quite a few moments where I was just like, I'll never forgive you for making me come to the movies to watch this.
Absolutely. I understand that. I do understand that.
But for the most part, it wasn't as ridiculous as some of the movies have gotten.
Yeah. I like Vin Diesel's son, even though that's not his son.
Bro, because, no, we don't talk about this. Let's talk about this. I know we come in all shapes, shades, and sizes and all that jazz. But who baby
the baby started off white, didn't he?
Thank you, Q.
Yeah. Who baby is that?
Thank you, Q Flow. Thank you. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know.
That baby did.
Babies can get dark over time, but I mean, you put that baby in there at 425, not 350, and it was just like, okay. Yeah.
Stop. No, because I was like, whose kid is this? And they had the nerve to have his baby pictures up on the walls like we was supposed to just suspend disbelief. Like, okay.
Cypher wouldn't hold that baby in Fast 8. That ain't the same baby.
That's not
that
the
baby
same
ain't go up to this.
baby.
And that's fine. But I'm just like, I was like, oh, okay.
That baby got some color and some texture in his hair. That's not the same child. But whatever.
So, you know, like, then, you know, those were the things that I, you know, liked about the movie. I thought it was, you know, fine for that. Some of the things I didn't like about the movie, like I said before we get into spoilers. See, here's the thing. Vin Diesel, in my personal opinion, books himself into a corner like Vince McMahon does. And there are times I was just like, okay, there are certain characters that are clearly here to replace another character that's not here, like White Hobbs.
I liked him because he wasn't Hobbs.
You know what? You know, he was definitely Hobbs. But I will say I clocked him from the very beginning.
He was White Hobbs. That's what he was.
And he was super predictable.
And I was like, they need a muscle guy to try to fight Vin Diesel who don't listen, who all he cares about is Toretto. Remember when Dwayne was like, I need to get Toretto.
Yes.
You know, like my veggies last, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
you
God.
know, that whole dynamic. Well, yeah, that was like, okay, whatever, sir. You add this up to that. Brie Larson, to me, felt wasted. I didn't care about missing nobody having a door.
She really was wasted. I was like, sis, what are you doing here?
I feel like she's definitely planned. Like, there is like a long game with her.
Yeah, it is. But even so, I was just like, don't care because I was like, I'm into Dante. I'm really not. I don't care about what she's doing.
It's the setup. It was the setup because she's probably going to end up being the head of the agency.
Sure.
In the next movies, I don't know.
That's how I see it as well.
Yeah. Then I was like, okay, so they took Jacob or Juan Cena, and they just turned him to Peacemaker in this movie.
Sure did.
I was like, so ain't.
He might as well slid into the screen. Do you really want to do? Might as well.
I said, okay, so he's a joke now, sure, because you know Jacob was supposed to be a threat, but once again, family.
To be fair, he was around the kid the whole movie, and he was just playing it up for the kid.
Sure,
but the kid was not in the scene when he came in murking people.
We talking in the house?
Yeah, I mean, like he had ran away. But he came in with the jokes. You okay? And he gets hit. Are you okay? Like, bro, all right.
That little fight scene that Roman and Tej had showed me further. I don't want to see a Roman and Tej movie.
That whole scene didn't need to be in the movie
at all. I was like, hey, we got to find something for you to do.
Yeah, I was like, that scene really could have been taken out of the movie.
Absolutely. Left that on the cutting room floor.
Here's my thing. So they can barely fight each other, but then when these military guys come in, they is kicking
everybody's ass.
I think it's because it's more of a brothers fight instead of a fight to save your life.
Brothers fight hard. I'm just saying, I have fought my siblings rather hard. Like if I'm trying to hit them, I'm going to hit you. I ain't trying to pull nothing especially when I'm mad. Okay, I'm about to say I don't know. I ain't got time to slap box. We fighting, but no. they sitting there trying to get the upper hand, like my fingers is up, upper hand of each other, and next thing you know, it's like, okay, well, when these military guys come in there, they grabbing guns and disabling, back elbow and sweeps. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Only Luda doing that. You know,
Roman her laptop and it ain't break.
And I was like,
only Luda doing that.
What'd you say, Swag?
I said only Luda was doing that. Roman, Tyrese wasn't. Also, I don't know what Tyrese in this movie just seems sad. Like, I was like, bro, I know this album about to be gas.
I think Tyrese, it really was just, he was sad in real life in this movie because his life was falling apart when they were shooting this movie.
Yeah. I remember someone asked him a question. He was like, hey, man, how you doing? And he just went on a rant. I was like, oh, I know this album going to be gas.
Bro, I seen somebody.
I know this album going to be gas.
Somebody was like talking to him at the premiere, and it was some black dude who said he was also from like South Central.
He started crying and stuff. I saw that.
Yes, and he like he took the glasses off all slow and gave him a hug.
Yep.
And I was like, why did you hype that man head up like that and lie to him?
He needed that. Tyrese needed that.
He did.
He needed that.
He needed that win.
That was the day. That was Tyrese's day, and he came in. He was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good.
And one of the biggest glaring things I gotta say is they have got to figure out this Brian situation.
Please.
There's no way. Everybody is coming back for this finale, and Dante's a problem, and Brian like, well, I'm gonna stay retired in the house. There's no way this happening.
Every villain.
Brian really a house husband. really a house husband. You're like, I ain't gonna do it. Now, I did hear Paul Walker's family said they would like one of his brothers to be in the movie.
For what?
Just to play Brian.
Oh my God.
Just to play Brian. And it's like, look, I don't think they should. Like, Tyrese definitely ain't gonna allow it.
Because
I don't know why. That's my thing. I guess to be respectful to his family, and I don't know what had to do with the movie. I don't know why when he passed in real life, y'all didn't write something into this where he passed in the movie, or I don't know.
They ended. You remember Fury 7, don't you?
Yeah.
They ended Fury 7 beautifully. That's what it was. It was the swan song. For those who know wrestling, Q-Flow, Undertaker put his stuff in the ring and folded it up. That's it.
That's it. It's gone.
Don't come back. And he did. And I was like, and then he came back, had a decent match, had a bad match. I gotta redeem myself again. It's over. That moment means nothing now.
You dug yourself into a hole.
Yes.
Because you should have just left it where it was at.
And that's what happened. But then, and next thing you know, we had to do these. And then anything quite after the 7th one, I'm telling y'all right now, you can feel Brian missing.
Absolutely.
Because here's this whole one thing about family thing, right? I'm like, I'm so sick of hearing Vin Diesel talk about this family. You know who his family is? Mia and his son and Michelle Rodriguez. He don't give a shit about nobody else because it don't feel like it. No. They always in different parts. It's like I rarely see Dom interact with Tej or Roman. Barely even Han. Seriously, it's like they are the side team. Like, what family is this? Oh, we get to come to the house? Fine. When Brian was there, Brian was that link between Roman and Dom, because in Too Fast and Furious, Roman is Brian's homie.
Yeah.
And Tej came from there also, which caused that link. Now that link is gone. Mm-hmm. And now Vin Diesel keep talking about this family shit. None of this feels like family.
They not your family, bro. Juan Cena wasn't even your family.
I only felt like that in the beginning of the movie, where they was going on that mission.
Yeah, I was like,
Vin Diesel was talking to like all the other characters. That's when it really like felt, because I feel like we're getting so quick into the action, we don't really have downtime with them, and that's doing this series a disservice to make this feel like a family.
Yeah. So before I get into spoilers, I want to get y'all grade. Swag on there. What is your grade for this movie?
We got a B?
I was gonna give it a B too. We still haven't figured out a B yet, bro. We have not figured out a B yet.
I enjoyed it. This is a good time. This is a really good time. Like every other Fast and Furious movie I watched.
I'm going to get what?
Oh, except for 4, except for 3. But yeah,
I'm about to say. I enjoy the differences in this movie. I mean, there's some things we'll get to in the spoilers, but I'm just saying. But I'm gonna give it a B. Ladies Sketch, what do you give Fast 10? Yeah, honestly,
I'm gonna give it a hashtag. Give it a chance at the barbershop. Both of them. Okay.
Damn. I can't. Give it a chance when you get your hair cut.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about this franchise.
Yeah, I know.
I'm over it.
You just get played. You just got played out.
I said this when we was coming back from the movie. I said, if I never had to watch Vin Diesel on a movie screen again, I'd be all right with that. Somebody else can be Groot. Anybody else can be Groot.